Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to all of you. Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Kamsia binti Ismail, Advisor of Counselling Online Seminar Getting Connected with Adolescents, GetCon. Honorable Speaker, Assistant Professor Dr. Salmi binti Ahmad Sudan, Senior Lecturer, Kuliah of Education, IIUM. Honorable Speaker Dr. Sarda Devi, Anak Perempuan R. Subramaniam, Psychology Officer, National Population and Family Development Board, Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development Malaysia. Brother Zainal Afif Zainal Abidin, the Program Manager of Counselling Online Seminar, Getting Connected with Adolescents, GetCon. Respective members of committees, GetCon, participants of the seminar, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to online seminar Getting Connected with Adolescents, GetCon 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muhammad Azman bin Warisan, the moderator of today's seminar. It's a great pleasure for us to welcome all of you to this online seminar, Getting Connected with Adolescents, conducted by students of Edgc 4013, Seminar in Counselling, Professional and Human Development Kuliah of Education, International Islamic University, Malaysia. This is actually to fulfill part of the requirements of this course. Ladies and gentlemen, with the theme of getting connected with adolescents, the focus of the seminar will be on the psychosocial health of the adolescents, their challenges, and the positive coping mechanisms. As the current COVID-19 outbreak has affected humans' normal life, the speaker will also touch on how this pandemic has created new stresses for people at all ages. Likewise, it's also affecting the adolescent psychological well-being and how they can cope with this situation. Hence, before we start our seminar, let us seek for Allah's blessing with a recitation of dua, which will be led by Brother Hishamuddin bin Nasir.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Oh Allah, thanks belong to you. You deserve all thanks. Thanks be to you for your continuous favors. Ya Allah, Ya Alim, Ya Hakim. Please bring us out of the darkness of doubt and favor us with the light of comprehension. Oh Allah, open to us the doors of your mercy and unfold for us the treasure of your knowledge, your mercy, Allah, the most merciful of the merciful ones. Oh Allah, make useful for us what you have taught us and teach us knowledge that will be useful to us. Oh Allah, shower your mercy upon us and grant this seminar your blessings, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Fatah, Ya Alim. Let our heart be filled with light and insight and understanding and knowledge. Verily, you control everything. We ask for you beneficial knowledge and good deeds and a strong memory and a perfect understanding and a sound intellect by your mercy, of the most merciful and of the merciful ones. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, give us all the good of this world and the good of the life hereafter, and save us from the punishment of the hellfire. Amen.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you very much, Brother Hishamuddin. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let's welcome Brother Zainal Afif bin Zainal Abidin, the Program Manager of Counselling Online Seminar Getting Connected with Adolescents, to give his opening remarks. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator, Brother Azman. Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Kamsia binti Ismail, Advisor of Counselling Online Seminar Getting Connected with Adolescent GetCon. Honorable Speaker, Assistant Professor Dr. Salmi binti Ahmad Sudan, Senior Lecturer Kuliah of Education IIUM. Honorable Speaker Dr. Sarada Devi, Anak Perempuan R. Subramaniam, Psychology Officer, National Population and Family Development Board, Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development Malaysia, respective members of Committee GetCon, participants of the seminar, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to all of you. So my name is Zainal Afif bin Zainal Abidin, Program Manager for this seminar with the theme Getting Connected with Adolescent, or GetCon. Yeah? To begin, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our warmest gratitude to our speakers and the participants. Yeah? Thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate having you in this online seminar. So ladies and gentlemen, Allow me to briefly explain about this online seminar. So getting connected with adolescents aim to fulfill the requirement of counseling subject, which is seminar in counseling and professional and human development, Edgc 4013. And beside that, this seminar is aimed to help participants to be understand their adolescent psychosocial well-being, challenges that they are facing, and help them develop positive coping mechanism skills. So actually, we were already at the final stage of preparing for the physical in-person seminar event. Nevertheless, since Malaysia have gone through 5 phases of movement control order as a preventive measure in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the country, so we have to adapt to the new normal and proceed with online method. Yeah. So going straight to the point, in relation to the team getting connected with adolescent, the main aim of the seminar is to enhance awareness on the importance of psychosocial health among adolescents and understand the challenges that they are facing, as well as to acquire positive coping mechanism in dealing with pandemic for adolescents. So people are always very concerned with physical and mental health. Little that the adolescent know about the importance developing and maintaining quality of psychosocial well-being while at young age. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, with the immense experience and expertise assembled here today, I am confident this seminar will facilitate a very constructive exchange and sharing of knowledge and experience of the two experts to help us understand issues related to the young people issues who are going to be our future clients soon, yeah, inshallah. I look forward to the fruitful discussion today. And on the behalf of committees, again, thank you to Dr. Salmi and thank you to Dr. Sarada for accepting our invitation. And I would like to extend my gratitude towards our lecturer and advisor, Associate Professor Dr. Kamsia, for guiding and supporting us to really make this online seminar happen today. I am again thankful to you, Doctor, for your kind suggestion, guidance, motivation given to us as and when required. And not to forget, I would like to express my gratitude to all members of committee. Although the process of organizing this seminar is challenging, where we have to change our plans and work from in-person to online, discussion as well as all the tasks were all conducted online. All of us did a very great job in making this seminar a reality. It is a new experience, new challenges in embarking into the new normal. Alhamdulillah. And then last but not least, I also feel honored to welcome all the participants for taking a keen part in this online seminar. I am sure that you all will feel enriched, yeah, with knowledge after completion of this seminar, and I greatly appreciate all of your feedback. Yeah? I hope that you all will have a great time ahead. To all friends and participants who are following us from home, all over Malaysia, thank you very much. Yeah? So that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Zainul. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's seminar, we are honored to have our two distinguished speakers who specialize in the counseling areas. Therefore, before we start, let me introduce our honorable speakers that we have here. So the first speaker, the first speaker is Assistant Professor Dr. Salmi binti Ahmad Sudan. She's one of the senior lecturer at Kuliah of Education, International Islamic University of Malaysia. I think all of you are familiar with her. Okay, let me briefly explain who is she. She has received her bachelor's degree in economics at IIUM and completed her master degree in education, guidance and counseling at IIUM as well. Then she continued her PhD in education, guidance and counseling also at the same university. So how are you, doctor? Okay. Alhamdulillah, I think she forgot to unmute the microphone. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much for allocating your time with us in this online seminar. So next, let me introduce our second speaker. She's Dr. Sarada Devi, anak perempuan R. Subramaniam, a psychology officer at National Population and Family Development Board, Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development Malaysia. Her tertiary education background began with a bachelor degree in management at MMU in 2004, and then she pursued her master degree in counseling at university. She continued her PhD in counseling at the same university. How are you, Dr. Sarada?
Very good afternoon. I'm very fine. Thank you, Mr. Zain. You're doing a wonderful job, and a very good afternoon to everyone, every participant, to Dr. Kamsia and also to Dr. Salmi. Thank you so much for the invitation on behalf of LPPK, and thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your willingness to be one of our speakers today.
It's our pleasure.
Right, ladies.
LPPK, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before the seminar begins, let us know the guideline on how it will be conducted. Firstly, I would like to inform the speakers that each of you will be given 20 minutes for each round, that is round 1 and round 2 respectively. And after that, I will open the floor for the question and answer session. Okay, so without further ado, let us start our online seminar. Okay, for the first round, allow me to ask the question to our first speaker, Honorable Dr. Salmi. So as an introduction for our seminar today, can Doctor explain about the psychosocial and spiritual aspects of health in adolescence, why life is precious? So please welcome Dr. Salmi.
Thank you. My mic is on now, right? Everybody can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Very good afternoon to everyone. My dear colleague, Associate Prof. Dr. Kamsia. I can see our respected guest, Dr. Sarada. Thank you for being with us today to share your vast experience with regard to adolescents. Okay, so without further ado, I just begin with the questions by our moderator. Hi to our moderator, Brother Azman. Okay. So when I got this topic from you all, life is precious. Adolescents, life is precious. Okay, and then a statement saying that your life is precious. Okay, so I think I am now talking to most of our participants here, adolescents. I can say that you are in your middle adolescents. All right. Middle adolescents. I think all of the participants, you are middle adolescents. Instead of me telling you that your life is precious, okay, I would like to impose some questions for you all to think about. Is your life precious? Do you treasure your life? Can I have some?
Yes.
Can I have some? Yes. Whatever the answer, you can say yes. You can say so, or whatever. I would like to hear maybe briefly, maybe 1, 2 of our participants here. If you regard your life as precious, you treasure your life. Can you share with us on what basis that you have that view with regard to your life? Anyone, quickly? Oh, this is seminar, I'm acting like I'm handling class. But please, we have 50. I think the students minus me. Yes.
Maybe me, Dr.
Shamuddin.
Yes.
Answer first. What do you think? You are now 22, 23?
22nd, yes, 22.
20, okay.
So for me, I think not only my life is precious, but I think everyone in this world is precious. Because for me, everyone got their own, what they call it, specialty, privilege.
Okay.
Why they come
okay.
into this world, yes.
All right. based on your own experience. All right.
Okay.
Can you share the privilege that to say that your life is precious? Your
Okay,
own personal experience. If you don't mind to share with us.
Yes, sure. For me, I was really grateful because I was born with beautiful parents, which they raised me. They did a good job lah, raising me since I was kindergarten and until now in the university lah. So I always look back at the other of someone who really of lacking this one, lacking giving receive a good privilege from the parents, the care from the parents, and then I think that's this one my reason. I think my life is precious because I have a wonderful parents that raising me up.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Hishamuddin. Okay, you see from the answer, yeah, because Hisham, he says that life is precious and that's how he lived his life. Okay, and one also view from Hisham, he said that everyone should look, yeah, his life as precious. But unfortunately, that is not the case, right? Many outside there, yeah, especially among the adolescents, yeah, I think from your own experience, yeah, from my own experience, yeah, a number of adolescents that we meet, yeah, they don't treasure life. Or they unconsciously, they may not have, yeah, the what we call understanding, awareness about life, or they have never thought, yeah, about whether or not their life is precious or not. They never have plans. They never think, yeah, about. They just follow the flow. Okay, so that's why when I look at the topic, yeah, life is precious, yeah, I don't want to actually state it from my point of view, yeah, to say that, hey, adolescents, your life is precious, because I will not make it will not make an impact to those who have lived their life well, portraying that they don't actually treasure their life. Okay, so I would like to begin, yeah, that's why with questions, yeah, with regard to whether life is precious, whether you treasure your life, yeah. Okay, let me first. Okay, can you see my this one?
Yes.
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 Yeah, can you see the? Okay, now I my screen, yeah. Okay, but you can see, yeah.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, right. So wait. Let me have my screen back. My God.
Madam, are you okay, madam?
Yeah, can you, yeah, because I cannot see my slide there.
Okay, wait. One more time. Okay,
Okay.
share one more time.
Thank you. So, yeah. Can I have the slide on screen?
Yes, you can share your screen now.
Oh gosh.
Madam, Najiha Zaidi will handle your
Okay,
slide.
please. Yes, okay.
Okay.
All right. Can you go to the first slide? Okay, second slide. Okay, right. So these are a few questions that I think you adolescents, yeah, because what I prepare for today's sharing, yeah, I believe, yeah, for adolescents for your age group. All right. So these are the questions that you need to ask, because with regardless of whether you have ever give a thought, yeah, on your life or not, or you have already determined that your life is precious, or some may say that, you know, no, my life is, you know, I don't actually see, yeah, any beautiful thing in my life, so much. Yeah, it can be various of based on your own experience. Okay, but I would like to share that, yeah, whatever the existing views that you have with regard to your life, please find time, yeah, to reflect, yeah, on this, yeah, on these questions. Okay, next slide. Thank you. All right, because what you think about your life, okay, in the matter of whether precious or not, you treasure it or not, or how much value you put in your life, will make a big difference, yeah, on what you are undergoing in your life. All right, I would like to share with you, if you regard your life as precious, yeah, the probability or the likely things, yeah, to happen, something that you precious, yeah, something that you treasure. Okay, what are the logic answers to this? Okay, you may take care of its well-being. All right, you protect it. You will protect it from danger. Right, you will safeguard your life from any type of humiliation. Right, and you defend your life with regard to its dignity. Okay, this is the one that maybe I would like to, you know, not to tell you, yeah. Maybe you, based on my suggestion, yeah, start to think, yeah, about how you regard your life, because this is the one that will make, you know, your life, whether miserable, half miserable, or you can live, you know, with whatever events that you may have in life, whatever difficulties that you may have in life, but you will always, you know, feel fulfilled. Yeah, you always live, yeah, to the fullest. All right. Okay. Next slide. All right. So on the other hand, if you put little or no value to a life, sometimes, yeah, you know, to my own experience when I share, you know, with adolescents, they may say that, yeah, sometimes I feel that I'm okay, my life is okay, but sometimes it's so terrible, okay, and sometimes I feel that I just don't want to go on. All right, so these are the things, yeah. I don't see any value for me to go on, because everything is very shadow, everything is so you know, black, that I don't know whether I can carry on or not. Okay, because if we adolescents, yeah, if they are in this situation, yeah, this what the things that we think that can happen, yeah, the person will neglect its life, his life, right? His or her life, yeah. You mean when we say neglect, yeah, physically, emotionally, all right, with regard to taking care of his mind status, for instance, yeah, he may not want to have so what, yeah, like taking care of health, yeah, good, have a proper diet, okay, take care of his resting time, have proper sleep, okay, because you don't see anything, any value to it, yeah, so they neglect the life. Okay, they may harm, they may hurt the life. They don't feel so bad, yeah. They don't feel maybe so much, yeah, involving in things that can hurt and harm their own self, their own life. So they involve in risky habits, yeah, you name it, yeah, it's so easy for them to fall to things that maybe can give them temporary happiness, right? But not thinking of the danger ahead, yeah? And they may humiliate their life, right? They don't take care of dignity. They don't respect their life. They will do things, yeah, that can cause embarrassment. For instance, they will do whatever to fit in, for instance, right? They humiliate themselves in order to get recognition, yeah? Recognition, yeah, from their peers, for instance. Everything they will do, even though it's against their own likings, right? Because they don't value, they don't see their life as something precious, yeah? So, you know, this is the sharing that I would like to share with you all for your own life, as well as when you go out there, you know, you are to be counselors, yeah, and also you have your circle of people around you, yeah, especially this group of adolescents that you may relate to, yeah. I think for this age group, yeah, of adolescents, yeah, you can impose these questions to them, let them answer it, yeah, and you discuss with them whatever answers that they give. We can share with them, if you have this, the probability things to happen are this. All right, so maybe it can trigger their selves, yeah, maybe to lead a more positive life. All right, okay, and this is my own experience, and when I share this with adolescents, I like to talk also about the consequences, yeah, consequences, okay, because the consequences will not be on the person himself or herself alone, yeah. We are social beings. Whatever that we have, yeah, with regard to our state of behavior, our state of emotional situation, yeah, our feelings, yeah, it will definitely, yeah, will be transferred to others, because we live in context, yeah, in connection, yeah. We don't live in isolation. So, you know, something that, you know, just to open up the minds of the adolescents, that whatever choice they made, yeah, it is not only for you all, right? It is also will affect, yeah, those, your loved ones, right? The whole society. Okay. I think for a start, I hope that okay, a little bit, yeah, trigger everyone here to think about this, yeah, things that may look simple, yeah, things that we may well not so conscious about, yeah, yeah. We sometimes, because we just sometimes take our life just as it is, yeah. We just follow the flow day by day. Is that Mr. Azman?
Yes.
Answer to your to your two questions yeah. Anything that you would like me to elaborate? Yeah.
I think we'll continue that. We'll continue discussion at the second round. Can we do that?
Okay, it's fine with me. Yes.
All right. So, okay, thank you very much, Dr. Salmi, for your interesting opening. So I trust that all of us gets better ideas about the concept of psychosocial, spiritual aspects of health, especially about adolescents. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the second question, let's listen to our second speaker, Dr. Sarada. So apparently, we understand that you have been the counselor of LPPKN for a number of years. So since many adolescents in school, as well as our community, are in critical needs of counseling, are helping to manage their psychosocial issues, can you please explain on how the counseling services or the programs at LPPKN itself can help them? And also what kind of cases and challenges in working with adolescents in counseling or therapy sessions? So please welcome Dr. Sarada.
All right, thank you very much. Very good afternoon once again to ladies and gentlemen, and also to our moderator, Mr. Azman. Right, perhaps before we go into the services that LPPKN or National Population Family Development Board offers, I would like to share the slide so probably we can have some understanding, an in-depth understanding about our services. Can you bear with me? I'm going to share the slides. Right. Meantime, while we are sharing the slides, I think we're trying to get connected to the slide. Just a moment. Okay.
Madam, maybe you can click sign in later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me try with the slides. But besides that, I would like to share. I think, can you see the screen right now?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Fine. Thank you. Thank you so much for bearing with us. Right. If you can see over there, you would see the National Population Family Development Board. And also you can see our building here, the headquarters building at Jalan Raja Lat, Kuala Lumpur. So this is mainly about the activities that we always conduct besides the other services that we are rendering for the reproductive health and so on. So let me move on. Right. Just to mention here, we have this Cafe at Teen Adolescent Center at LPPKN. And basically throughout Malaysia, we have more than 14 centers. And if you look at the component of Cafe at Teen Adolescent Centers, we are serving on the reproductive health services, counseling services, and education and skill development. Now, speaking about reproductive health services is basically for teenagers or young adolescents, and for them to get the services in terms of they have information on sexuality, smoking. We have doctors who are also looking into serving clients, especially adolescents who have got issues of maybe want to quit smoking, maybe they have some other issues like body weight, all right, for skin, maybe for acne and so on. And many other services under reproductive health services, whereby we have professional doctors who come in and they give free services for adolescents at LPPKN. And as for the counseling services, we also have in-house counselors who are actually there to meet up with all the adolescents who are coming in for services. So they will be getting the whatever issues that they want to discuss. So that is very relevant to adolescent issues. Now, if you're looking at the Cafe at Teen Adolescent Center, Modern Youth Center and Youth Friendly Center provides by national population the purpose of helping youth from 13 to 24 years throughout their adolescent years with confidence and ease. So if you see Cafe at Teen Adolescent Center provided services since November 2005. So in Butterworth and also throughout Malaysia, as in 2014, there are 14 Cafe at Teen Adolescent Centers have been established. So if participant would like to visit, you can visit LPPKN Cafe at Teen online, or you can go to our website www.lppkn.gov.my, and you can get access to all the services that National Population Family Development Board, which is LPPKN, currently and also has been serving for a long time for adolescents and for other counseling services as well for family. Right. And also you can see that adolescents are required to register as a member, Sahabat Cafe at Teen, use facilities, services. You can see they have a place whereby you can, we call it Budaya Lepak Sehat. So you can sit there, you can read books, you can talk to the teen educators, and then you have a free membership over there. And the center operates from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Meanwhile, at UTC centers from Monday to Sunday from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. So the services are provided free of charge. So that is very interesting. You don't have to pay anything, but get the services for free. And yeah, you will have all things for whatever is needed for adolescents. So the service is available basically to assist teens in recognizing potential, personalities, skills, abilities, and potential in terms of emotional, cognitive, and behavioral issues. So basically, we counselors at LPPKN, we get to see all these members from this Cafe at Teen, and these participants or the adolescents comes in with a lot of issues. So issues, the sense like they have things to discuss. So they're looking where they can express themselves. So they get information through reproductive health with the teen chats, and there are many activities being given to them. So it's very interesting. So I would like to encourage to all of you over here who have participated in today's webinar, please go and look at other services, and you'll be very excited to join in with us. Right, next, the objective of this Cafe at Teen is to improving the health status of adolescents in terms of physical, mental, and social wellness. Yes, when we look at physical of adolescent, the mental, social wellness, I think there is a lot of needs that we have to attend to. Sometimes the complaint or the issues that we bring in to counselors here, they find that they were unable to speak to their parents at home because the understanding level, maybe the relationship level, it differs as they grow up. So this is the medium for them to communicate, to get more knowledge, and to get themselves adapted to the whatever environment that they are with. Next. All right. So helping, the function is also to helping teens cope with adolescents with comfort and without hesitation, provide counseling and health services to help teens overcome physical, mental, and social issues, and giving teens opportunity for youth to meet with. So they get to meet new friends as well, and they get to share experiences and new ideas. And if you see, they have like in a year, they have a lot of activities. They have camps, and they have programs, mind therapy program, they have youth programs, so where they can get more interaction with other members out there. This basically is supposed to empower adolescents. And the education and skill building activities is carried out in form of teen talk. So we have teen educators will be they will be involved with the teenagers or the adolescents over there, and they will have a talk, and they will be given a lot of information that they need in terms of reproductive health, about counseling about themselves, and other workshops that they need to cover in terms of skills and other things which adolescents are interested in. So this educational activities carried out by experts and teen educators dealing with teen sexuality, healthy eating teenagers, personal development for teens, and teen social issues. Then these are the areas that also in terms of Cafe Teen Adolescent Center also hold activities such as recreational activities, aerobics. Yeah, we do have movement therapies, they have sports, and other teens to spend their time. So after school, sometimes we see teenagers, they don't know what to do. So this will be the best medium for them to go and really engage with these teen educators or with their own members over there, and find their time more productive, and yeah, they come back happy. Right. Next, please. Okay, this is very interesting, which I would like to introduce. LPPKN came out with the Aplikasi Interaktif Remaja. We call it as My Teen. So now, since everything is like the new norms, requires us to meet up with the counselor, but you're unable to meet up due to the MCO reason and so on, so the face-to-face. So this application interactive will be the best medium for them to connect with the experts as the doctors, to get some advisors. There's a lot of articles being posted into the interactive application, and they also can get connected with the counselors on duty for that particular hour, and other information pertaining to the services that LPPKN is offering. So I would encourage all of you who are interested to know to download this particular app, My Teen, My Cafe Teen application, and you can get the services for free. And you can also ask a lot of questions to the directed personnel, maybe from the doctors or from the counselors. You will have a lot of information just using your handphone, right? So that's about it. So in terms of the things that we do. Now, I also would like to share about the, talking about cases and what do you call, challenges in working with adolescents in counseling therapy session. Before that, I would like to introduce, we have many modules here back in LPPCAN. So one of it is mind therapy workshop for parents. So before getting to the children, we also work with parents, we work with the elderly, we work with all group of people. So this is one of the module that to manage the emotion. We also use some of the medium from the module also to be engaged in adolescent activities, right? So this is also the, I would like to share about the counseling support, expressive arts, which we basically use for our adolescents and also for all participants to release emotion through painting. Now, looking at the type of cases that we basically get engaged to, so these are the activities that I would like to show first before I move on to the cases and challenges. You probably just now you would have seen people dancing over there. It's basically it's about activities. You can see youth doing some kind of exercise and some dancing over there, movement therapy we call it, and some also engage with some kind of ideas so that they can be more relaxed and they can have a very interactive with other adolescents as well. So this is a creative movement with music, and so much so the emotional will be very stable and they're able to share a lot of things out there, right? So in the cases with the counselors over here, in my experience, that type of cases like adolescents coming from divorce family or separation or family in different shapes, they come with a lot of issues where they're unable to discuss with anybody. So when they come into Cafe 18, these adolescents are being referred to us, and we have a very interactive session with them, and counseling is being conducted. But as we understand that getting into adolescent in terms of just a talk therapy, it doesn't work. So we have to come with some kind of very interactive or creative way, an expressive way to handle our counseling session. That's why we have this medium of art therapy, we have this rock painting, so on, so that they have a medium to express further and help the counselor to explore further. So these are the cases. And also adolescence comes with a lot of issues, some in sort of grief, in a loss of death, someone in the family or the loved ones, also substance abuse, addiction in the family, or they themselves addicted to smoking, relationship issues, perhaps relationship with their parents, it is not so good. There's not much of bonding, so they have issues with sibling, and also maybe their love life as well, right, with their own group of people. And some adolescents also come in with some kind of thought, feeling not feeling precious, like what Professor Dr. Salmi mentioned, life is not precious for me. So a lot of them come with a lot in the sense means they have this negative thought of suicidal ideation. So we also have seen cases in that area. And some comes in with reproductive health in sense like they have acne issues, so they feel very low of confidence, and yeah, they will get the a feeling of nobody is looking at me, I don't feel worth this. But we have doctors who are also giving treatment for free at Cafe 18. So I think this is a good news for many of you out there who do not know about our services. And also some of them coming for issues as peer pressure and so on. So these are the cases basically that we handle during adolescents being referred from LPPK and Cafe 18 to the counselors, right? So, Mr. Azman, did I answer your question?
Yeah, so far, yes, you answered the question. Anything you would like to add some more?
Yes, I would actually love to encourage participants or a lot of adolescents happen to know about LPPCAN service. I think most of them don't know what is LPPCAN or National Population Family Development Board. But I encourage you to go to the website. There are more information about e-learning, about our adolescent services at Cafe 18 is so interesting. So when you come in there and feel free to meet with the counselors. Now we have started with a face-to-face counseling session. When you look at the 2 months back, because of the MCO, we've been only doing online counseling. So when we handle cases, mostly all of the cases that we handle, and personally what I handle is about feeling so lonely, I'm feeling bored, this is not my lifestyle. So this is the complaint that we hear from adolescents, and they say, now looking at why this coronavirus have brought us to this kind of state. Like we have to stay at home and we are not getting engaged to our friends. So that brought them to a very low mood, because looking at adolescents, they are very dynamic in personality. They want to get into a lot of things. So putting them in a confined, for them it's a confined environment, sitting at home and looking at their family members only, but not meeting their friends, been a very big challenge for most of them. So that was part of the challenges that we face from adolescents, online cases that we handled during MCO.
Okay.
Right.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sarda, for your great sharing. So I believe that we want to hear more from you both. So therefore, let's move to the second round of the seminar. The next question is to Dr. Salmi. So living in this era of rigorous and robust information technology development, adolescents are among the population who are highly involved in IT, right? So can you share with us about the adolescents' issues and in what way they can cope in the digital age? So please welcome, Doctor. Are you clear with the questions?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, maybe the part of the digital age, maybe my focus is not so much on that, but with regard to psychosocial factors, psychosocial spiritual factor, I think I have some things to share with you all. Can we go to, again, sister who's in charge for the slides, can you on the slide?
Okay, madam.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, right, next. All right, just a bit of the psychosocial. I think all of you already well versed on this. We have this in our adolescent class. All right, but just to recall, with regard to psychosocial in adolescents, it is this what we call we are actually focusing on more on the psychological development. Of course, like Brother Azman says, the challenge compared to maybe 20-30 years ago, because of this digital age, the challenges, the set of challenges can be very, very different. Okay, psychosocial spiritual aspects of health in adolescents, we always look with regard to the development of the psychological of the adolescents in relation, of course, to his three main environments, social, cultural, spiritual development. Okay, and we know that the settings of these adolescents, all right, in the age of adolescence, where they still seek education, very much affected by home, right? School environment, as well as the social environment. All right, so this is the theoretical part, which is so boring. Can we move to the next one? This one also, can we move to the next slide? Thank you. Okay, actually this is also to answer maybe the first question, from our moderator, which I missed in the first part. Okay, so this is not the next slide, sister. Go back, please. Right, go back, up. Okay, no, okay, down. One more, this one already. One more, one down, one more, okay. All right, so you see that these are the issues, Also, I think, sorry, don't change it, please go back to the slide before this. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, stay here for a while. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I would like to focus on the psychosocial health. Yeah, we are talking here on the psychosocial health among adolescents. Okay, I would like to bring forward the report by World Health Organization 2019. You can look at the set of the period of adolescence where social and emotional habits are very much developed. All right. So the sets of things that I think very much relate to our discussion today. You look at the what we call the social and emotional habits developed in this period. Okay, healthy sleep patterns. These are the issues. Okay, according to who? According to their survey with regard to whole world. On adolescence period. Healthy sleep patterns. Okay. Exercise, meaning that physical movement. This is I think very much relate with the digital age, where this is very much already affected. Movement. Of physical movement. Of the adolescents when they glued. To the social media. Where it actually hindered them to have active physical movement. And this is a very important issue with regard to adolescents' psychosocial health. Okay, problem coping skills, right? Interpersonal skills and managing emotions. These are the most important. There are a lot more, but these are the one that I chose from the report. Compared to my, I also combined with my own experience. I think these are so obvious, right? With our local also, with our local situation in Malaysia also. Now, we just take a look at the, again, I think this is a repetition, but we recall again, factors contribute to the adolescent stress, or the what can affect the psychosocial health, during adolescence period, So desire for greater autonomy, I think everybody knows. Pressure to conform with peers, exploration of sexual identity, use of technology, excessive use of technology, which now without limits, home life quality, okay, you can have a lot of issues under there, domestic violence, right, neglect, sort of like socio-economics problems, and educational difficulties and exposure to violence. Okay, all these the main factors that can affect psychosocial health in adolescents. Next slide. Okay, so let us see the type of why we need to understand this. All right, it can happen. It happened to all of us. It happened to you all adolescents. Okay, and this is also something that I believe very important. For psychology counseling students. In your at your stage now. Okay, not only for you, for your own life, but also in your, inshallah, your job after this, psychosocial health, challenge, it can be caused by two main things, right? As you can see, one-time traumatic event, right? Sometimes we may take this lightly, when we see cases of adolescents, having traumatic symptoms, having some depressive symptoms, and when we ask, when we probe, okay, and the issue is one-time traumatic event. So we need to know that research has shown, the experience of the experts in psychology, it has shown that one traumatic event can cause, this can affect so much the psychosocial health of adolescents. For instance, an accident, a violent attack, right? An injury, okay, right? Sudden death of someone close, breakup of a significant relationship. Only one particular event that can cause, can affect negatively the psychosocial health. Another one is that, okay, ongoing, a process of these adolescents undergoing a process, a long period of stressful condition. For instance, they are experiencing repeatedly incidents of bullying, all right? Repeatedly, or a process of domestic violence, right? Sexual abuse in a long period of time, it repeatedly happened, and battling chronic illnesses. Okay, so these are some of the examples. You can have a lot of examples here, but I just want to share with you all that what can cause the psychosocial health challenge among adolescents. The next slide. Okay, so a little bit of this one. I am not going to go. You can see there what we need to know, the symptoms of psychosocial health challenge. Normally we always categorize it into two types, emotional and psychological. All this, as counselors, right, we need to be well versed on this, right? All the emotional and psychological symptoms, later on, when you have cases whatsoever, you hear this from your clients, the probability for them to have some what we call mental health issues can be very very true. And the physical, physical, right? You compare that emotional and physical, all these signs, which I think you just take a look there. Okay, I don't have to discuss that. Next slide. All right, maybe we just come to this our own situation in Malaysia. All right, a brief with regard to the adolescent psychosocial issues, in Malaysia, right? Survey after survey, especially in the past 5 years, have shown that Malaysian adolescents, they are critically suffering from mental health problem, right? And you can see what type of these mental health issues: depression, anxiety, stress, right? Suicidal ideation, okay, attempted suicide, those who have attempted suicide, high levels of internet addiction, relate to this digital world that we are experiencing at present. Okay, bullying, obese, right? Usage of illegal substance, all right? So it is found in all states, in Malaysia. So these are the brief explanation, with regard to adolescent psychosocial issues in Malaysia. Okay, let's see what we have. Right, continue please. There are more info with regard to adolescents psychosocial issues in Malaysia. Okay, and 50% of the participants, sorry, I actually did not, I missed, how many participants for this particular this particular survey conducted by the National Health and Morbidity Survey 2017 by Ministry of Malaysian Ministry of Health. Okay, 50% among the participants, they are found to be going through personal problems, right, which include this particular students group, exam stress, okay, family issues, peer-related troubles and problems with the teachers. This more in school setting. Okay, and look at the most common disorders. With regard to mental disorder, we have number one is actually depression. And anxiety, which we categorize it under internalizing disorders, right? And for externalizing disorders, we have this group, of difficulties, delinquency, aggression, which includes bullying, educational difficulties, and truancy. Okay, so I think, Brother Azman, I think I continue, because this is my last part, Brother Azman.
Yes, this is your last part.
Okay, so I will not be talking anymore because, maybe I got also, the instruction also to talk about coping. Can I do that? Even though you didn't ask.
Sure, madam. We have extra time.
We still have time,
Yeah.
But I think this is things that are very important today that I would like to share. I say it's self-help, coping, all of you can do this. I think adolescents at your age, the group of your age, can do this. Remember, coping mechanisms, they are different from one age group to another age group. You need to look at the suitability of the coping. This one I chose, I think in my view, they are suitable for all of you, adolescent like 18 to 23, 24, right? Because you already have the cognitive ability to do this on your own, the self-help coping, right? This is self-help coping. You can do it on your own, to yourself, and also you can share this with other adolescents in your circle of group, right? Be it at home or at your educational setting. Okay, number one, learn to let go, right? And this also some of the self-help coping that I normally share, with those adolescents, especially this set of self-help coping, the one that I chose today, mainly, even though it can be relevant to, it can be also suitable for other types of issues, but this mainly actually for suicidal adolescents. Okay, those adolescents who already have suicidal ideation. All right, at your age group, Okay, I always share with them, learn to let go, right? Where we will talk, in a very relaxed manner with regard to disappointments, okay, things that didn't work in your life, and we would see also the expectations, of the person, of the adolescent, and we would check it out with him or her, for him or her to determine themselves whether their expectations are realistic or not realistic. Sometimes they need, they need someone, to not to tell them, to open up their mind so that they themselves can be aware, can realize that they have unrealistic expectations. All right, so we help them, yeah, we assist them, yeah, to let go of this, right? To let go from their mind, yeah. Of course, negative thoughts, yeah. Okay, and also learn to let go when they have issues with people, yeah, close people around them, yeah. We try, yeah, to educate them, yeah, with regard to give and seek forgiveness. Because once, if you don't do that, yeah, it is very difficult for you to let go things, yeah, that painful things, yeah, that happen to you. Okay, all right. Next, yeah, adolescents need to be aware and accept their own emotions. Now, this is something also that I always realize, yeah, among adolescents. Okay, you are not so much aware, yeah, some of you, yeah, with regard to your own emotions. Okay, you may not have, yeah, some differentiation, yeah, with regard to your low and high moods. You always focus on your low moods, and you let your low moods, yeah, to affect everything in your life. Okay, you forget that, yeah. Sometimes when I talk to adolescents, okay, checking on whether or not, because they are just talking about their low moods, yeah. But when we talk to them, we can identify with them. There are times when they have high moods. Okay, so this is the one that we want to create awareness, yeah, in the coping, yes. We tell them, yeah, you are having issues now, and you are having a very low moods. And these low moods, yeah, if you dwell into it, yeah, you stay into it, it will give you all sort of negativities, right? It would tell you that things will not anyway work. Okay, this is not workable. Nothing can be done. All those, yeah, when we have low moods, yeah. So we try to sort of like educate, yeah, the adolescents, yeah, to recognize, yeah, there are times they have low moods and high moods, and for them also to recognize this situation also happened to others around them. So when they always complain, yeah, about mom always scold me, mom always this one, and make my life miserable every day, you check on them whether or not their mom, for instance, yeah, not even a single time in a week that your mom has high mood. High mood means something that good, yeah. When the person is in okay, yeah, very good situation, yeah, not with what we call anger whatsoever. All right. The person at that particular time can laugh, can share jokes, can have sense of humor, something like that. Okay, so and we always tell ourselves, yeah, you adolescents also, yeah, all these are temporary. The changing, yeah, of moods, yeah, they are temporary and nothing is permanent. Okay, all right. So you something, yeah, that I would like to highlight, yeah. Now the next one is accept, yeah, your life limitations. All right. Wow, this is something that I think obviously among adolescents who have, like I said, this coping I took from my experience sharing with suicidal ideation, those who adolescents who already have suicidal ideations, yeah? They want to control everything. If they can't do that, all right, they think that everything is so bad. Okay, they don't want to go on with their life. They don't want to plan anything. Okay, we try our best, yeah, to bring the awareness in them that life is full of limitations, and we have to accept that because that's our being, yeah. That's yes, we are made like that. Do we have control? You can confront the adolescents, yeah. And you yourself, you can confront yourself. Do I have control, yeah, over death, right? About sickness? Do I have control, yeah, over, you know, separation? For instance, my mom and my dad, yeah, they want to separate, right? We don't have that, okay? We have to accept that, yeah? And one more is that we want always that I should be liked and accepted. I have this because of everywhere I go, I am not accepted. Yeah, that's what they have, right? What we have, we share with the docents and yourself. Only what we only can control, yeah, our own emotions, our own likings, our own dislikings, and all that. We cannot control other people's likings, other people's dislikings. You can't force someone to like you, even your own dear sibling, even sometimes your own father or mother, because that is the fact of life, all right? If you keep on, yeah, why, then your life, throughout your life, you'll be miserable and you will have things that will not motivate you to, you know, to go on with your life. Okay, accepts life's limitations. And then another one is that, yes, regard mistakes as opportunities. How we want to relate this to adolescents, yeah, in helping them to have this self-help coping mechanism. Okay, I have few cases where the adolescents, yeah, they involve, they did, yeah, something, a mistake, yeah, in their life, yeah, and they, in a state of regret, yeah, to the extent that they want to commit suicide, right? So how are we going to, you know, help, yeah, these adolescents, okay? Slowly, we need to educate them that your mistake, regard that as opportunities for you to be a better person. Okay, we make mistake, but we regret our mistakes. Yes, but don't dwell in your regrets, because people dwell in regrets, yeah? This is also the major contributing factor for depression, if not depression, anxiety. Okay, feeling of guilt, feeling of shame, we need, yeah, to have that temporary, and we need to discard them, yeah, from our feelings and from our mind and move on. All right, so, okay, next slide. Right, this one quickly. Yeah, I think this one Dr. Sarada has mentioned, and we know that at LPPKN, we have all this, right? So please use this knowledge, yeah? When Dr. Sarada talk about, yeah, outlets, yeah, to express your negative emotions. Adolescents, sometimes they don't know. They have some hobbies, yeah, they have some things that they want to do, but they don't use that, yeah, to actually let go, yeah, their negative emotions, yeah. Like Dr. Sarada mentioned just now, at LPPKN, they have this expressive art therapy, they have this movement therapy, dance, yeah, music, and all that. So it is proven, yeah, to be, yeah, ask the adolescent, yeah, ask yourself what you want to do. Sometimes it's just very unique, yeah, to yourself. Okay, you just cannot follow if someone, okay, they want to cope, they want to let go their negative emotions by drawing, but you don't have that talent and you don't like drawing. Don't force yourself. Look for something that you have interest in. Some people, they just want to be at a quiet place where they can have some sort of self-reflection. I think adolescents at your age, many that I met, yeah, they have this. Yeah, they want to go to a quiet place, and then they come back, yeah, to their home, and they feel relief. right? So very important. Okay, practice kindness. Okay, make yourself, this is where, you know, these suicidal clients, suicidal adolescents, yeah, they feel worthless. They don't feel any good about themselves. They feel useless. Then you check with them, yeah, ask them, yeah, for them to cope, yeah. You never do kindness to anyone. Okay, like one case that I have, yeah, she said that, okay, she has a younger sibling who is sick, yeah, and her routine, yeah, daily routine, yeah, is cooking, yeah, for the sister. Okay, cooking for the sister. When he come back, she come back from school, she cook for the sister, yeah, because the parents work outside. So I use this to say that, look at your contribution to your sister. You are such a worthy person, yeah. You are not useless. Okay, there are things about you, yeah, that you contribute to others. All right, feeling of contributing to others that can make people. This is psychology research has shown, yeah, to feel when you feel worthy, yeah, it helps you, yeah, to stabilize your emotions. All right, maybe you think that you are useless to certain things, but sometimes you don't realize it. That's why we help the adolescents, yeah. We sometimes ourselves, yeah, may tend to forget this. There are things that we do, yeah, that make us actually someone worthy, right? You need to put into yourself that you can make a difference to this world by you know, develop habit, yeah, of practice kindness, even though small bit of kindness. All right.
Madam.
Of course, reach out to others, seek help, yeah. When you want to help, have self-help coping, yeah. Also, yeah, talk to others. All right. Don't isolate yourself, because this is again not me saying it, yeah, but people with experience of having some painful events, yeah, or painful process, yeah, in their life, yeah. The more they isolate themselves, the more difficult, yeah, they become. But when they try, yeah, but some people, they are too reserved, then it is our job, yeah, to help them, yeah, to reach out to others, find ways at their own comfort, yeah, comfortability. Okay, you cannot force them. Who they want to talk, they need to be very selective, because sometimes the person that we want to have this, you know, to let go, yeah, to have some what we call someone to lend their ears, yeah, sometimes can cause more pain. Have you experienced that? I believe you do. So it's okay, but I believe that there will be your contacts, yeah, that you can have in your circle, that, you know, you can share your pain. Please don't bear your emotional pain all to yourself. Okay, the last one, yes, Azman, the last point.
We are, okay. You can conclude.
Right, sorry. Yeah, the last point, this is the last point. Reach out to your creator. Reach out to your God. Rely totally on him. Create the what we call trust. Yeah, even though it is a process, yeah, we can help each other, yeah, by you know, have this self-belief. I mean, our belief system, yeah, we rely totally on him. When other fails, even when other fail us, yeah, you know that he is there, always with you. Sometimes you may not understand the situation, yeah. Remember that he already says that you cannot understand everything. Leave it to me. So our job is to rely on him. Okay, all right. Okay, last slide. Just sharing. Yeah, this is regard to the reaching out to your creator. Right. This one I quote from you know, Mufti Menk. Yeah. which I think always keep this in mind. Never doubt that the Almighty knows how tired our heart and soul are. Okay, go ahead, whip your heart out to Him if you must. And when all is said and done, get up and walk again with courage. He is always with you. Keep going. We are already here in this world. Do the best for our life and for the life of others. Thank you.
Okay.
I finished with that one.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Salmi, for
Welcome.
your well explained on the related issues and the coping mechanisms just now. So I hope that it's going to be very beneficial for us counselors to be at the novice counselors to apply this in our intervention later on when we are working with the adolescents out there. So ladies and gentlemen, as our discussion is getting more interesting, so let's not waste our precious time and we'll proceed to Dr. Sarada for the last question. So as the current pandemic COVID-19 also gives the effect to adolescents in their psychosocial well-being and other aspects of life. So therefore, how best can we support our young people in navigating the lockdown, the MCO, and how they can adapt themselves with the change or the new normal? So please welcome, Doctor.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Asman. Okay, for this also, I would like to share some of our slides so that we can move on more information pertaining to it. Now, looking at the supporting the adolescents during the MCO, movement control order. Now, basically, what we hear from the adolescents who actually get connected with our interactive application that I said, the My Teen. So these are the complaints, or these are the sharings with the counselors, with the teen chat educators. Is how can we support them in terms of emphasize on social distancing. Now, this is something new. Like all this while, we've been living connected with people, and especially adolescents, they are very much into their friends, going out with their friends, spending time with their friends, and yes, doing things in so-called freedom. But when there is emphasis on social distancing, there is a lot of issues faced, not only by adolescents, but all, I would say, throughout the world, people find it, this is something different. That's why how to comply with the guidelines of social distancing. So the support from the counselors, basically, we encourage, and we also give in sort of psycho-education to the adolescents who contact us through the app, how they can get themselves used to the social distancing guidelines by using the mask, getting themselves with a sanitizer, and you know, now we have these 3C, what confined places and crowded areas, and yes, you should not have a close communication. So those are the things actually brings a lot of frustration among these adolescents, especially when they've been doing all this in a free mood, whereby when they go to university, when they go to school, they have a group of people that they sit together. They tend to have things on their own. So when there was a thing like MCO, so these are the aspects been blocked in their mind, like in their physical, their mind, and also emotion. So teenagers tend to feel so invisible, like, do I exist? Now all they see is like getting subjects online. So those are the challenges. So here again, the duty of counselors out there to support the adolescents to understand this may be temporary, to reassure them that every one of us are going through this pain. It may be a pain, or it may be a new challenge for us to get adapted with the environment, so that we are free from the pandemic of COVID-19, so that we will not have any further issues in terms of health. And in sharing these kind of aspects with the adolescents, they tend to have questions like, why it has to be us? Why can't we go out? So again, it comes at the bigger role of counselors out there to tell it's not only adolescents, it's like we have a group of people, even the elderly, the young ones, and we are actually following the guideline and the rules and regulations from the government. So again, counselors has to be very knowledgeable in terms of how can we assist them emotionally, so that they be aware that emphasize on social distancing is not only among adolescents, but also with all of us here, we have to maintain safety. Then also what we hear from them, even though there is a lot of information from the government, from the we say the sources which is Sahih, from the original sources, maybe from the RTM and so on, but there are also some information via social media. You can see posting of sometimes can be a fake information that creates a lot of anxiety among adolescents, which we get complaint. So lack of information how this pandemic COVID-19 can actually change their lifestyle. They feel that this is going to be end of the world. So these are the questions that they normally impose to us, and we say, no, we are working together. It's not end of the world. We have actually encountered many other things previously, and this is going to go smoothly if we work together. We keep our things in mind that all of us, it is a teamwork, that we work with government as well as our rules and regulations in emphasizing on social distancing and so on. Right. Then speaking about the supporting the adolescents during Corona lockdown, as per the question just now, the counselor's challenge was to understand the frustration over this adolescents not seeing the friends. Friends, of course, we know adolescents, the friends, the biggest world, the connection with them, they feel they always have this environment whereby friends understand me better and I can speak to them at any possible moment that I want to. But then when there is some restriction in terms of, yes, you have to meet them only on certain criteria, like now we have like certain classes allowed at this present moment, but earlier when there was MCO, we were not able to go for classes, but they have to stay at home and communicate via online. So we here again encourage the adolescents, because they are very good in gadgets. They are, highly technological inclined with the ICT and so on. So there is FaceTime, Skype, and so on, so that they can actually communicate with their friends. So these are the way we channel them. Now you see, you're not alone. Now all of us can get connected and we can look at things positively. So counselors here again, back in LPPK, I think throughout Malaysia who are helping, always direct people or the adolescents to get themselves to be connected using the technology, at least share your emotions with the significant one. So they find it so important to share with their friends. So they have this group meeting with Skype, with FaceTime, and whatever medium that they can connect it. And they said, according to them, when they confess, they say, oh, this really helps me because I feel a relief after talking to my friends. Now, besides that, coping with the change or the new normal, yes, again, it has been a biggest challenge for every one of us. It's not only adolescents, but again, when we interact with adolescents via the app and also the email or whatever medium that we connect with them, they find it so difficult to stick with the normal routine or the schedule that works with online learning. So they said it's kind of boring that I'm sitting down there and I'm looking at my subject, I'm listening to the lecture, but I'm not getting myself connected. So these are the challenge now. How can we help the adolescent to get connected with such areas? So here again, the role of counselors to again encourage them to set a time. Maybe they've been like sleeping in a different pattern. Maybe they'll be sleeping late, and then for them to wake up for the next online classes would have been a greatest challenge for them. So we tell them to get back to your actual routine. You set your time according to your needs and wants, which is properly designed for yourself, and wake up, and perhaps they can start with a exercise that they've been doing, to feel better. Maybe they can start with their music, a little bit dancing. So these are the things that we discuss. What do you like to do? They say, well, ma'am, I like to just dance for a while, or I just do a little bit, I take the dumbbell and just do exercise. Or some of them say I'm jogging inside my room itself. So that's good. Now you find your way. You find your way. Yes. You find a way to do things in a different way, and to get shower, and when you get shower and you feel very fresh, and breakfast and so on. And again, we also help them how to cope with the new learning skills. So we encourage the adolescents or whoever the teen who calls us for advise and to guide them. Now, cope up with the new learning skills. There are so many online learning skills. Some of them, you don't have to learn new subject, but maybe you want to venture into new areas where some of them have got passion for art crafts. So they come up with a new art craft, which we actually been shared by our Dawson clients, that they come up with new, making their own purse, making their own, beautiful, what you call bookmarks and so on, which is so good with a lot of quotes. And they come up with their own bibliotherapy, we call it, like they come with a certain quotes that actually bring them further to feel excited. So these are the things we can encourage as counselors and also motivate the young ones to cope with the change, the new normal, because otherwise they feel there's a lot of space left and it's not attended, and emotionally they feel very bored. And how can they engage themselves with the family members? So we also tell them that when you have food together with your family members, this is the time maybe you can share, maybe get to know more about your father or your mother, and engage with little small communication. Now create more space for activities. Now it's not all the time. Sometimes there's also sharing from adolescents. They say during the MCO we have to sit together with the family, and I feel like it's like so confined. I don't want to be in that environment. I want to have my space. True enough, all of us require some space for us to explore mind, to get more time to think about what we want to do. So chat with friends, maybe sharing, watching movie. Now, as our Honorable PM mentioned, Netflix. I think some of them have not even ventured into Netflix. So some nice, good movies that they can actually look at, and maybe it will be to fill in their pastime and feel better. And some of them also developed new interests, like I said, journaling. Now, previously, when we look at journaling, people start writing in a diary, in a manual diary, maybe with your pen, and start doing things. But with the new technology era, they have a blog. They have their own a diary, which is intact in their mobile, which is amazing. Even I'm trying to figure it out, what are the other things, because it's a duty of counselors to know the new trends which are emerging among adolescents, and it's a great challenge for counselors. So they have a lot of things, the new games, the new interests of adolescents, like the gadgets that they are using and so on, and they are so good. And I think we learn a lot from them as well by them sharing with us. And so those are the things, coping, that they share with us, and we also encourage and tell the teenagers or the adolescents to look at things more positively, more openly, and get enough activities or place or room to fill in with what they like to do. So these are the areas. And we even parents communicate via the app as well. And we also encourage the parents, is not only the adolescents. Sometimes the adolescents want to do something, and maybe the parents say, no, you should be studying. Now, how can a child study for 24 hours? So here again comes our duty to tell and to share that please give space and make it like, they have their proper schedule, so that they will not feel so burdened. Because sitting there and looking at online studies just for few hours, it gets very, very tired. So we have to learn to make ourselves move a bit, and that's where music and other activities comes into our mind, and that's where adolescents and all of us get some kind of energy, positive energy to move on. Then again, some complaints about habits. Like, we also counselors encourage the adolescents to have healthy habits, just like what Professor Dr. Salmi shared just now about, now engage yourself to the Almighty. Yes, prayers. Now we all have a different way of praying. We have our religion and the way we pray, but connecting to the Almighty is a belief. Now, when we pray, we definitely can dispute the irrational thinking within us, and we can build a lot of confidence because we feel that we have released everything in our prayer. So that's when we, normally when adolescents, when they come in, we say prayers is also your healthy habits. And again, about balanced diet, yes, we would have heard about people saying, I can't get into my dress any longer during MCO. Like, we've been eating like supper, which comes in with, we have a pizza, we have our chakuro and this kind of stuff. 12 o'clock, watching movie, yes. But that kind of habits actually made some of them to gain some weight, and that actually made them feel very anxious. Now when I go back to my university, how am I going to face my friends? I look so different. So now it's time to cope with the change and get back to your balanced diet. So it is a role of counselors here to help them that it's okay. Probably we were too excited during the MCO. We had more space, like we enjoyed all the beautiful food that been served by our family members. But again, we have to come back to our proper state of mind that balanced diet is very important, because when they go back to their actual setting of where they're going to learn and universities and so on, they have to get back their confidence. So these are the things that we encourage our adolescents. And again, we also encourage them on good sleeping habits. Now, sleeping habits is so important, because when you sleep late and you wake up late, adolescents find it very difficult for them to start the next day routine, and they feel so bored. They feel so exhausted, and they're unable to do things. The mood goes down very badly, very down. And that's when they feel like, well, I'm so isolated. So the thought of being isolated, the thought of being angry, the mood, all this comes in because body is not playing the role as a routine where we have healthy habits. So here again, our role when we interact with the adolescents via the app, when they were chatting with us, and these are the things that we discuss, and we give them the psycho education in terms of encourage healthy habits for them to carry on with the new change and new normals. And some of them also face issues like conflict in family. Like sometimes the parents are together and there's ongoing conflict, and they find it so difficult to concentrate or focus. They say, I just feel like getting out of the house and do something. So here again, we help them to cope with the situation. And also, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, we also have the Talian Kasi, which is, if you can go to the website, you can see 15999, where you can get assistance from other counselors in terms of family issues and so on. So we also received many calls from parents as well, and also adults, working adults, members who have got other issues. So we understand it was not a easy thing to pass this journey, the MCO, because of the pandemic of COVID-19, but it is again togetherness. So we actually encourage our adolescents and also people out there who call out for services and for help to get into certain things where they can engage themselves, can avoid problems, and with this tele-counseling as well. So these are the things. And many referrals been done, like when there is domestic violence, yes, we have to do some referral to the JKM, to other personal NGOs and so on, so that they can come in and help them. So many areas we have made referral in terms of LPPK, helping from the counselors. So yes, of course, it has been a very challenging moment during the MCO, and now it is also coping with the change. As we see the new normals, we have to use the mask, and then for counselors out here back in LPPK, and I'm sure all around, we have to when we are dealing with cases, we are using the face shield and with the mask on. It is such a challenge because we are so used to being there, sitting and talking to our client. Even client finds that so difficult with the face mask and so on. So it is a new normal that we engage, and we have to get adjusted so that until the pandemic COVID-19 is completely over, and all of us can come back to our normal routine, whereby we can enjoy life as per before, which we are actually currently enjoying, but in a very limited way that we want it to be. But we always have this positive thought that future will be more better, because all of us are working together, and I believe all of us Malaysians are doing wonderful job, and adolescents also learning to cope, even though we have many issues. But trust, there are many people out there, many agencies offering all kind of services. So adolescents have to be very engaged to such services offered to them, and get help, and speak to people who wants to assist. So these are the things that I personally want to encourage and tell to all of the participants over here. I know some of you are going to be the future counselors, so be passionate about what you're doing, and I believe that you can do an excellent job when it comes to handling issues, because we are the only person that actually can give them all that they want in terms of counseling services and whatever that they need to build their emotional strength, physical or social, because there are many ways to engage with adolescents, because it's not only talk therapy, whereas it is also about expressive therapy, where encourage counselors to know about this art therapy, movement, and all that little aspects, the complementary tools in counseling, so that it will enhance the talk therapy. We can get the actual gist of their issues, then we can come to the objective of our counseling and help the client or the adolescents to come up with a better intervention program, a good treatment plan, so that their thinking pattern changes to positively, so that they can run or come up with a good healthy lifestyle. Right, and I would like to share some of the pictures as well over here. Okay, so just sharing about counseling services at LPPKN. So this basically, this is how people come and wait for counseling services. And again, perhaps I would like to share, back in LPPKN, all of the counselors are certified as of the laughter therapy leaders, and I myself happily would like to say that I'm also certified as a laughter therapy teacher, whereby I learned directly from Dr. Madan Kataria. He's from Bangalore, India. He's a medical professional, and his wife is a yoga therapist, whereby he combined both to help people to learn. Laughter is a comprehensive movement. It also nourishes the physical, mental, emotional, as well as strengthen our immune system. So in this period of time, when new normals and all that, sometimes we feel so tense up, so we don't want to even smile. So because we can't smile, we feel that people are not looking at us, right? So we don't have to smile. So you have to remove the mask at times and give that smile and look at yourself at the mirror. You can smile and you can be happy. Now, to engage yourself, we also teach the adolescents like to sense laughter is another way for you to strengthen the immune system, and also to decrease sometimes you have the blood pressure, which is not stable, and also to control the stability of our heart. So today, laughter works as a cure and medication for many depression. This is scientifically proven in Dr. Madan Kataria's research in terms of laughter. So the best part of it, I've shared with many and with adolescents and with all the clients who comes in for our services, like our lives are full of laughter and sense of humor, and we feel more confident and carefree. So laughter is the heart of a motion of exercise. Now sometimes we feel it's just laughter. What is that? Has to be. Now in laughter therapy, we will teach the clients the way how you're going to laugh, because it's going to be very funny when I say way, because we have a body movement where we extend our hand, and when you do that, you actually have an expansion of your lungs, and you start doing the ho-ho, aha. So that will actually, when you inhale and when you exhale, so there's a lot of exercise internally. So that's why it is scientifically proven that 10 minutes laughing about is the same as 30 minutes jog on the treadmill. And believe it is stated that you can actually burn some calories out there. So when I tell that to my client, they say, oh, really? Burning calories, and that is good as on treadmill for 30 minutes. I'm going to laugh. Now, where are you going to get information to laugh? Now, we can watch movies or any programs related to comedy and so on. And yes, engage with things by reading. Sometimes some people get laughter through reading, articles or comics. Or you don't have to have any reason. In laughter, you don't have to have any reason. One person start laughing, you feel, why is he laughing? And suddenly we are also infected, or it's very contagious. We will be laughing. So why I'm saying this is, it may sound very simple, but in the hands of a counselor, you can bring down the depression level, I'm saying the mood, the cortisol level immediately on hands-on method by just doing this laughter therapy and a little bit of movement. They can feel better. That's what we've been doing at Cafe 18. When they come in, they come with a very tired face and mood, and when there is some activities, adolescents really engage and they start laughing and they feel good, and right after that they share their emotions and they say they really feel wonderful participating with such activities. So my opinion and my sharing with the counselors, future counselors out there, our job is very precious it's not only adolescents' life is precious. All of us are precious, and whatever that we're doing is extremely precious. And please take this job, this particular beautiful duty of ours very seriously. Please get to know all the new trending things that we may not know. If you're going to serve the adolescents community, they have their own secret codes in the social media where that I'm still learning. So interesting, and they have a lot of new gaming informations. They have their own languages that they speak among adolescents, and these are the things that counselors should get in touch with, so that when we deal with them, we don't feel isolated. Instead of they feeling isolated, we don't feel isolated, because at least we get to know. So I think knowledge of counselors is very important when we serve adolescents, because they are very unique. They have a lot of things to share with us, and exploring and helping them, it is a wonderful way of knowing the beauty of the existence of adolescents, and also of course human, and it's a great way of serving the community. So these are the things that I would like to share at this point of time. Do I have enough time, Mr. Azman?
Actually, we're running out of time.
Okay.
Do you still have something to add?
No, that's all.
Okay,
That's about it. Yeah. And
Okay,
just a slide to show that this is how we get engaged with our laughter therapy. Right. That's it. Right.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Sarada.
You're most welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sarada. So it was very honored to have you to share about the real issues that happen in this pandemic. And I believe that it really benefits all participants in order for them to show their support and help towards adolescents out there. So again, thank you very much to both Dr. Salmi and Dr. Sarada for giving such informative and interesting presentation. So ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the question and answer session. I will open the floor, the maximum of 4 questions, but if we still have extra time, so we would probably have extra questions from you guys. So how it's going to be is we are going to have collectively 2 questions, and I will allow the speakers to answer the 2 questions first, and we'll continue with the other 2 questions. Do you agree with that? Okay. So if you want to ask a question, please open your microphone, mention your name and where you are from. Make your question brief and inform us, the speaker, that you are addressing the question to. And now I welcome the question from the audience. So anyone who would like to ask, you can do so. You have? Anyone?
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Shahafizi bin Muhammad Kamil. I am 4th year first semester counseling student. My question is for Dr. Salmi. How to help people who are not able to demonstrate or practice self-help coping? Because we know that sometimes some people are not able, even though we talk to them about self-help coping, but they are not able to do it. So maybe Dr. Salmi have any suggestion or trick or tips to help this kind of people? Thank you.
Okay, can I proceed, Azman?
Okay, that is the first question.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The first question, I just noticed this. Another question for Dr. Salmi as well. For the part of self-help coping, there are a few steps to take. I noticed that all steps actually need our own determination to get them achieved. For those who are suffering from depression, I know that it's tough for them. How should they adapt themselves to cope with the problems they are facing, as they cannot even control their thought? Okay, so both questions are for Dr. Salmi, so you can go ahead with the answers.
Okay, hello, moderator. I have another question.
All right.
All right. My second question is for Dr. Sarada.
Okay,
Actually, I just want to know how to help people who suffers mental illnesses during this lockdown period. That's all my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I will pass to Dr. Salmi to answer the 2 questions first, and the third question to Dr. Sarada.
Thank you. for the question, yeah, brother Shiha, yeah, Shiha, yeah, okay. Long time no see, Shiha.
Yes,
Okay.
Doctor.
You see, I think I've mentioned this from time to time to those who ask me this question. Yeah, this is the main challenge in our profession. All right, we can only recommending, we can only persuade, yeah, for people to get the needed treatment, yeah, the needed help. But that's when we talk about the limitation, yeah, with regard to life, yeah, this is beyond our control, yeah, because we are dealing with another human. No matter what, we think that they need help, but they don't want to go. Just like any other physical illness, yeah, when someone is diagnosed with the chronic illness, no one can force him or her to seek treatment. Okay, but keep on, try your effort, yeah, as helping what we call practitioners, yeah, in our profession, yeah. We can just do whatever skills and knowledge that we have in talking, in persuading, yeah, for this, the so-called persons, yeah, who in our view really really need, yeah, so much, yeah, to seek help. Okay, I think, yeah, the ways is that you can share with him or her, yeah, some testimonials, yeah, with regard to those who have, for instance, a severe depression and all that, but when they go for seeking help, yeah, the problem can be helped very much. Okay, that's one, yeah, that's one, and one thing that you can do, yeah, based on other people's experience. Okay, so other than that, our own, yeah, our own effort. All right, but ultimately, if, yeah, they don't want to seek treatment, I can say that, yeah, it's already outside, yeah, of our ability. Okay, maybe you know, I can also ask Dr. Kamsia or Dr. Sarada. This is something very actually very challenging, yeah, for us in this profession, yeah. Yeah, how we want to force people when they themselves don't want to seek treatment. All right, like I said in class, for those under 18, yes, because we can talk to the parents. You know that the parents still have legal obligation, yeah, to the person. We still can put the effort, but above 18 adolescents, yeah, they are on their own. They are a free person. Seeking treatment is on their own, yeah. But if you think that, yeah, with their agreement, yeah, because you need to see also the ethical and the legal aspects, yeah, of us doing this, what we call counseling activities, yeah. You can ask with their agreement, you know, ask their permission to talk, to ask them, who can I talk to, yeah, also to discuss with regard to your issues. Okay, if they say that no, they don't want to share, nothing that you can do. I don't know, maybe Dr. Kamsia and Dr. Sarada can help, yeah, all of us here, if you please have other, you know, views, yeah, for Shihar's question. Shihar is like that, yeah, keep on trying, but
Okay, Doctor.
you cannot, yeah, it's not, if it's, sorry to say, if it's non-human cat, we can put in a cage, bring to the vet.
Okay.
Right. We cannot do that. We cannot do until that extent. So that extent that you can do persuasion and all that, do it. But this is, yeah, seeking treatment is individual, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, madam, you
Okay,
can proceed with the
maybe
second
I
question.
address the second question for me also, boleh, Azman,
Yes,
so that
okay, sure.
yeah, a person in a state of cognitive, yeah, like severe depression, yeah, they may not see maybe whatever the coping mechanisms that I share, yeah. Again, right, keep on trying, yeah. We know that as also helpers, yeah, in our profession, yeah, there are cases that we are able, right, to relate, yeah, those things that we think, yeah, can help them with the issues, yeah. But there are cases that we are not able, because we can only share implementation part, applying that thing in their own life, the clients themselves or the person that we are sharing themselves. All right. If they refuse to understand, or they are not in the state, yeah, to understand, yeah, again, Shihar, okay, it is beyond our ability.
Okay, Doctor.
All right. Yeah, this is our profession. Even if you talk to psychiatrists in the hospital, so many cases that they can't. I mean, even with medication, yeah, right? I mean, the patient will not follow whatever suggestions, yeah, due to, yes, like you said, their state of mind, whatsoever. These are the realities that we need to face in our job, yeah, in our professional job. Keep on trying, yeah, and pray a lot, yeah, bukakan hati, yes, bukakan hati, for them to, yes, okay, believe that some, you know, you really want to help, yeah, your family members, your friends, your whoever, yeah, ask also guidance from God. Thank
Okay,
you.
madam, are you done? Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Dr. Salmi. All right.
Can I add Azman here?
Sure, Doctor.
Okay. I think some of us, or whether we are affected by mental health issues or not, some of us live in denial. We deny that we are having problem. As long as you deny that you have problems, you're not going to seek help. Yeah, and then some of them don't even know actually, okay, I have this experience, I can't sleep, I feel sad most of the time, sometimes I feel too happy and whatnot, and they don't know what kind of problems that they have, and they thought that it is normal, and then to them to share with other people is very shameful. Yeah, they what you call that, they are reluctant to share, even to open up, and then also even to admit, or they thought that to be diagnosed with mental health problem will be, you know, will, as though they will lose their dignity. Yeah, very shameful to them. So I think first, and we informations are at fingers touch. Yeah, you can read about the mental health issues, depression, anxiety, stress, and whatnot. I have attended to many clients, yeah, with this kind of problem. But I think when you open up, actually, at least a quarter of your problem is managed already. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
very much, Dr.
Yeah.
Salmi. Hey, Dr. Kamsia. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we'll proceed to the third question, asked to Dr. Sarada. You still remember the question, Dr. Sarada, or would you like
Yes, I
me to
do.
repeat the question?
Perhaps you can, yeah, read out the questions again to me. So, but I think I remember.
Okay. The question is from Shiha as well. How to help the people who suffer mental illness during MCO because they cannot went to the hospital to seek treatment. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah, very clear. All right. Basically, we're talking about mental illness here. Right. During MCO, now if we speak about during MCO, we did not have the access of meeting them face to face. Now, what we receive is calls from Talian Kase, and people, when they start sharing, basically when you see them, you will know they are in a state of the physiological aspect you can access, but it's over the phone. When telecounseling is one of the medium. Now, what we hear is about the repeated issues that they've been telling us, like they keep on crying over the phone. And when they keep on crying and we reassure the client and we find that that is something really need to be attended in terms of their mental health, because we find when we gradually speak to them and we find that the client is going through some kind of issues. So when we speak to clients who are having anxiety or the elderly who are actually under depression, so they find that during MCO it was such a isolation. So a lot of feeling of in them is so bottled up and they don't know where to speak to. So when I spoke to it's my experience, when I spoke to the elderly and as well as people out there, I totally agree with Professor Dr. Kamsia and also Dr. Salmi just now, that when people express their feeling, they feel much better. So now here again, our duty as counselor is not only listening to a client when we know they've been suffering due to some kind of mental health issues, and we are going to get some little bit information about the people around them, because it's a counseling, it's a telecounseling, and they want to speak to you because the way the reason they call for a counselor to someone to listen to them, to hear them. So now we are hearing them, and again we are also getting information with whom they are staying, who is the nearest support team that we can actually contact if we feel that this person is going to harm himself or he's going to say, I'm going to end my life. Now we have received such calls. So again, it's our network. So what we do back in LPP Can, when we receive calls from Talian Kase, we engage such clients. We so-called, we have clients in a state of emergency, which requires immediate assistance. So we refer them to nearest personnel, such as we have JKM officers who go and visit this elderly who need, and maybe they can be taken for a proper medical treatment. And we try to contact the family members, and these are the things. But right again, after that session, once they have already seen the doctor or they are also in medication, we will also call them and reassure. So once we speak to them, we assist them, we give them a sort of support, emotional support. In my experience, I was handling a couple of elderly out there during MCO. The children were not able to get back home, and some of them are not there. And consistently, we were like calling them and speak to that particular elderly. They felt such a relief. So mental health conditions, of course, if some of them in denial, that is a different aspect. Now, we can't force anybody to come in for a counseling. It is voluntarily, they want to speak. But when there is calls coming in from Talian Kase and so on, we really emphasize on the issue. And we are not only going to talk therapy over the telecounseling, but we're going to find what are the other sources that we can get them. So we are aware of our networking. We have the NGOs nearby, maybe the bodies will go and, help that particular person. So this is what we have actually done during the MCO when we were not able to reach, there is a restriction of movement. So this JKM, people from NGOs, they went over there. Maybe sometimes they don't have proper food to eat. That also becomes a greater challenge for them to feel healthy, because they may be diabetic or a what do you see, BP patient, and they are not been taking their medication properly because of the pandemic. The anxiety creates because not much of knowledge, elderly, and also people out there, the couples who have got married. So mental health here is, we were not there to diagnose what type of mental illness that they are facing, but when they are speaking to us in a state where they don't have a stop for crying, and there are symptoms that actually you can identify through the communication with that client. So we feel that they need immediate assistance. That's where we send our personnel, and then we reassure our clients so that they come to a status where they have a better mood. And yes, again, to help them to cope with themselves, then we engage them with some activities. Now, why don't you do this? And we call them again, and they are looking forward. And we ask, who's your significant people around you? Then they say, oh, I have this friend. Maybe because during that time they would have forgotten. Oh, okay, I'm going to call my friend Fatima or Sheila, whoever it is. And they say, oh, I felt good sharing with my friends. This didn't even strike my mind, because this pandemic information would have caused a lot of pain, a lot of stress. So mental illness here is like the severe cases, of course, it's a role of the counselor to do the proper referral. And because we are not there to even diagnose them, we don't know what type of mental illness they are facing. But again, we have to get a proper network where we make a proper referral. If there's an emergency, we know who to call and how we can deal with it. So that's what we have been doing back in LPPKN, because we received a lot of calls from Talian Kasih. We were engaged with Talian Kasih as well, and with our interactive app. So we were like kind of busy during MCO, and we were like 24 hours working. We have duties for the counselors. We have timing. So like 800 over counselors during the MCO period. And until now, it's going up to end of the year. We are still receiving calls, because even though things are getting better, there are people who wants to get some sharing. They love to speak. Some of the clients, they say, I'm feeling this, I'm a depression patient. They can tell you that, but I just need somebody to listen to me. I just feel out of place. So you just listen. It's exactly, I do agree, half of your burden will feel relieved when somebody is listening and validating the emotion. So that's what we've been doing. And anything severe, of course, we are not the expert in that field. If we feel that that is the way to do a proper referral, by all means, counselors should do the proper referral and assure and check back our client in a proper state of situation. They've been taken care. So that is our follow-up, right? So Mr. Azman, did I answer the question?
Yes, I think yes. Okay, is that all? Thank you.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sarda. Okay, we'll go to the last question. I'll take another one last question, but before that, I would just like to remind all of you, the committee has already shared the link to the link for evaluation form at the chat section, so you can check, or I will just repost the link. Okay, so you can feel free to fill in the evaluation form. Okay, so we'll go to the last question for today. Anyone who has question, you can do so. Anyone?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Hi.
Okay, we have one.
Okay, my name is Hafizuddin. I'm a first year counseling student from IIUM. I have a question for you, Dr. Sarada.
Yes, sure.
During the first period of MCO, I've read some statistic that said in Malaysia, there are high rates of pornography section being open in Malaysia during the first rate of MCO. Why do you think that people, or maybe adolescents, are choosing to watch pornography as their coping mechanism during the MCO? You clear, right, with the question?
Yes, I'm very clear with the question, Mr. Hafiz. It is actually a very interesting question as well. Yes, when talking about pornography, it's not only pornography, I believe, but of course the statistics says entirely we can see they are actually using that medium. Now, looking at why, I think the question answers what makes them to go into that particular web. Because when you go into the certain gadgets, I think being the adolescents, being the young ones, I think when you, even the Instagram, you are able to see certain things which is not appropriate. Even if you touch the Twitter, you can even see which is not appropriate. You go to the FB, video sharing, you see some of the way which can induce. I believe visual, most of them, they get, how do I say, they get excited when they see visuals. And why these adolescents or the teenagers getting engaged to such activities, it is not tahu. It is the trend of nak tahu. So I want to know. So when they say they want to know further, so this is where they get engaged. And that's why the statistic also shows like why all of them wants to know, because everything is popping out there. So I believe that the term of we don't have much boundaries or security to control that. Maybe at present, maybe we have certain boundaries within us to stop viewing such programs or such unwanted scenes. So here again, I would say maybe the family settings again, there's so much trust the parents have towards the children, right? Believing that they are doing something very productive and happen to be engaging. Even my own experience when I was actually handling adolescents issues, the mother came back and complained to me, my son is watching such inappropriate slots and scenes. And when I get into the SPM, this is my SPM, Solan Ramalan SPM, Bahasa Malaysia. All right. Can you believe it? I was actually I was very shocked when I went to that particular website and I was like going through the Solan Ramalan SPM. Suddenly, one area you just click, you see all naked nude pictures. Now, what are the people out there trying to do? So you see, we are not safe in terms of this kind of exposure. So again, it is self-awareness. Again, I think the family has to put a greater awareness among children to set boundaries. That's where I think Dr. Salmi also spoke about prayers. When we pray, and adolescence, a period whereby you are getting matured and you would have been matured completely as an adult. You have to know what is good and what is wrong. So to me, it is during the MCO that was so much so into the particular app, and it has been popping out, and people want to know. So these are the things. But speaking about why, how, addiction, and all that, it's further to be for us to get to know with the cases that we are receiving. We have received a lot of cases back from parents, like children is accessing to this pornography from young. So this is the statistics shows from teenager, but from young. And some of them are so addicted into gaming. So when we explore with that such things, they say it's because of I want to know. I tak tahu benda tu salah. So that is the thing they express. I thought it was just something. So they don't even know. So I'm still asking myself, is the statistics saying that they are engaging and getting themselves addicted, or it is part of just seeing? So that's the thing. So it's again a role of all togetherness and awareness. And I believe government is imposing many particular measures to curb this situation. And we hope time to come, we'll be able to handle this situation in a better way. Did I answer your question, Hafiz?
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Salda.
Most welcome.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are running out of time, so I'm sorry that we cannot proceed with the question and answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time seems to move so quickly, and without much notice, we finally come to the final part of the seminar. So for the last part of our seminar, I would like to invite our program advisor, Associate Professor Dr. Kamsia binti Ismail, to give her closing remarks. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Asman. Can you hear me now? Can you? All right. Thank you very much, and thank you, everyone. Yeah, when we talk about adolescents, adolescence is a very, very interesting topic. Yeah, because adolescents themselves are very interesting individuals. Like you, when you were adolescents, there's a lot of interesting things that you want to do and you want to explore, right? Okay, but I'm and when we talk about counseling also, counseling is a very, very interesting area. And I'm now 61 years old. I'm still very, very passionate about counseling. Yeah. And then I think part of my life is about counseling and therapy also. All right. Now, I'm not going to say much about adolescents. I mean, it has been well explained and well discussed by our knowledgeable and by our experienced speakers. Yeah. But before I forget, I just want to ask Dr. Sarada whether all of us can remove our mask and invite you to have an online class for laughter therapy. So that every one of us can laugh our heart out and laugh until we drop on the floor.
Yeah, definitely, doctor. Definitely.
Yeah, because when in stressful times, in a series of stressful events, sometimes we tend to forget about how to love also. Yeah, not forget to love, but forget how to love also. Yeah. All right. So and then keep increasing the the amount of cortisol that we activate. Yeah. All right.
True.
Yeah. That's why everyone you hear, yeah, the witness, Dr. Sarada is willing to teach us laughter therapy. Okay.
Sure, sure. My
All
pleasure.
right. Okay. 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 I would like to take this opportunity to first express my appreciation and thank you to my two dear friends, yeah, Dr. Sahmi and Dr. Sarada, for a very lively presentations. I wish we can have more time, yeah. And then for accepting our invitation to share your knowledge and your experience with, and most importantly, your skills in managing emotions and other other issues related to adolescents, yeah. And then also thank you to the participants, and I hope that when we leave the seminar, we will leave with a refreshed memory of our teenage years. Yeah, we were naughty also. Yeah, maybe problematic a bit, and and for the refreshed knowledge on the current opportunities in ways of helping our young people. Yeah, especially when we are hit by COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, which came with many SOPs, including more than 3 months of MCO. Yeah, we are locked down in our house. Yeah, and if ever similar situation happen again, like pandemic or whatever disease or disaster, nauzubillah, yeah, then I think we would be able to at least we have some knowledge, yeah, some knowledge, some skills on how to handle the situations, how to handle ourselves, and how to handle our loved ones, yeah. And also thank you to all my dearest EDGC 4013 students. Yeah, I feel blessed. I feel very proud with the opportunity to work together with all the 42, yeah, 42 of you. Yeah, things were quite chaotic actually initially when we have to suddenly revise the proposed programs due to the pandemic. Yeah, then I could observe that. But however, interestingly, I could observe that they are calmer than me actually, the students. Yeah, with very little guidance, they can move. Yeah, but I don't know if the undercurrent flow was strong. Yeah, and also I think it was quite challenging too to organize a program with all committee members staying all at home all over Malaysia. Yeah, fortunately we have this IT, yeah, which connect us together. Yeah, and then I know that some of us were worried about protocol or the seminar, but I said that we have to be very realistic. We have limited time, we have very limited participant who can join. So I think just make do with all the opportunities that we have. And I think I'm very proud also to share with all of you that actually this group have collected more than 7,000 ringgit, yeah, to or from sales of cakes, from sales of pre-loved items, and and other things to finance all the programs that we have planned earlier, be it lah what not. But I believe that our God, Almighty Allah, has better arrangement for us. So they have, they have worked with two NGOs and donated 6,900 ringgit to the less fortunate group during the MCO and pandemic COVID-19. I think congratulations for that, and may Allah shower all of you with rahmah. Yeah. So and we have this seminar. But seminar also, we have to change the mode, yeah, from the in-person event to the online. But I think this is the first online seminar that we have at the Kuliah of Education level. And last but not least, I would like to apologize for any shortcomings in organizing this, but I think I feel very, very happy with the talents, hidden talents shown by all my students. And for their hard work, for their determination, for all of you, yeah, for your hard work, for your determination, and for your unconditional efforts in making this seminar a reality. So nanti you all balik campus, awak belanja makan lah, ya. Boleh nak belanja makan ke? Awak belanja makan. Okay, and then
Boleh,
I
madam.
think boleh. Okay, that's very good. Nak belanja makan LPPKN sama. All right, so thank you very much again to Dr. Sami and Dr. Sarada and all my dear students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kamsia, for your closing remarks. Again, I would like to thank so much to the speakers for the informative and interesting sharing sessions, and to all the participants for the support, because I can see some familiar faces here. So I hope that the seminar will be very, very beneficial for everybody. Amin ya rabbal alamin. And with that, let's end this online seminar with the recitation of Tasbih, Kafarah, and Suratul As.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanallah wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, everybody, please don't leave because we will have a photography session after this. Okay.
You make it possible, yeah?
Yeah. So
Okay.
everybody, you guys just need to switch on all your cameras. Everybody switch on all your cameras and smile. So we'll wait for the photographer to be ready. Okay.
Okay, so we'll have two posts. The first post is you just look at the camera and smile, and the second post we will do the C sign. So we'll proceed for the first post first. So everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. Okay, one more.
C. This one is smile or C?
Smile. Okay,
Smile.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we will proceed to the next pose, which is the C pose. So everyone need to do C like this. Okay. Okay. Ready?
Terbalik.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Done.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Salam.
warahmatullahi
Thank you very much.